Well, hello, welcome, take a seat. Today's video, clearly by the title, is a little bit different to my normal type of videos. You're probably wondering what's going on. Some of you may or may not know, but I just wanted to get some things straight, clear some things up, and just give you a little bit of an update. Yeah, grab your cup of teas, got mine. First of all, I'm just going to outline the story, and then I'm going to give you an explanation to everything. So, last week was World Cancer Day. As you know, World Cancer Day and cancer in general has a big affiliation to my life right now, as my dad has recently been diagnosed with lung cancer. It's like the start of the story, the very, very start. On Tuesday the 5th of February, Alfie Deyes posted a tweet, and this tweet was an ad, and it was in collaboration with a chocolate spread brand. This ad was actually posted on the chocolate spread brand's national day, like World Day, which is fair enough. Like, he has a job to do, we all do, don't we? So he obviously collaborated with this brand. I responded to his advert, to his ad tweet, saying, Alfie, you're an adult with an online presence. Use your platform to make positive differences for a change. You tweet an ad about World Nutella Day. What about hashtag World Cancer Day, which was yesterday, geez. Someone else, one of his followers, then replied to me saying, Alfie has disclosed his ad properly. Like, she basically was saying, like, what's the issue with it? So I said, I have seen the news about the new ASA guidelines. It's my job also, so I'm fully aware of disclosing ad. My issue is not with Alfie posting an ad. I just find it incredibly concerning that a man of Alfie's age could be doing a lot more to also raise awareness for more pressing matters, not just a jar of chocolate. I will explain in a minute, I will explain. Alfie replied to me saying, did you miss my second most recent main channel video about gang culture, or my campaign with the Marlitz Hospice, or the fact that I give a percentage of my entire revenue to charity? I hope you're saying the same to all creators. Okay, so I saw his reply instantly, and I replied back to him. And I said, genuinely, I haven't seen your videos for a little while. Sorry for implying you don't do enough, as clearly you do. In a roundabout way, I was just wishing more people with a bigger online presence discussed hashtag World Cancer Day and incited more conversation about it online. That's all I wanted, with a kiss, because I just thought, you know, I was probably a bit rash. I wanted to say sorry, you know. Then yesterday, or the day before, Alfie Deyes posted a video which I've linked below, and with a timestamp that involves my segment. And in this video, he discusses 8 things he learned by the age of 25. I did not know he posted this video because I don't really watch Alfie's videos a lot of the time. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But I hadn't watched this video of Alfie's. And yesterday afternoon, I started receiving lots of messages, and on Twitter, on Instagram, and also some YouTube comments from my own followers, from social media friends, and also from some of Alfie's followers, saying, have you seen Alfie's new video, because he is talking about you? So I hadn't seen it. I went on and I went to watch the video, and he does reference me, he talks about me and my tweets to him last week. And he includes me in a segment of his video which discusses one of the things he learnt before the age of 25 was not to let people tell you who you are. No one knows who you are apart from you. And that's where he used my tweets. Now you know the backstory, we're gonna get a bit deeper into it. So basically, on Tuesday the 5th of February, when I sent those tweets, I was in a completely weird and not right headspace. And this headspace I was in was different to anything I've ever experienced before. I'm going through a time where cancer is incredibly sensitive to me. On the day before I made those tweets, I had sat in a hospital in a cancer research centre with my dad for over 2 hours, and he was having his PET scan, which is basically radiation put through your body. I was sitting amongst a lot of other people, young and old, of all different backgrounds, who also had cancer. My emotions were running wild. They were like wild horses in the desert. My emotions were just off, you know. I was having an off week. It was also World Cancer Day on the day that I took my dad to that cancer PET scan, and yeah, everything was just heightened for me. Later on in that day, I watched a video on Lucy Jessica Carter's channel where she spoke with an amazing, strong woman called Lisa, and Lisa is behind Lisa's Army UK. Lisa was recently diagnosed with stage 4 bowel cancer, and her story is absolutely harrowing. I think last week I posted a vlog where I was crying my eyes out about how desperately sad I was about what's going on with my dad. Also, after watching Lisa's story, I was just desperately sad. So let me just put it into perspective for you. I was not in a good headspace last week. Now, that is no excuse for replying to Alfie in a really confrontational way. I'm not a confrontational person. If you are not new to my channel, you will know that about me. I'm actually a very positive, kind person who generally always tries to do the best thing by everyone. I am a firm believer in the law of attraction, and I believe if you put out good things in the world, good things come back to you. So you have to be kind to others to get kindness back. Obviously that all went downhill last week because I was having a bad time. We all have bad times. It is part of life. Now, that's no excuse for how I replied to Alfie's tweets. I will say my first two tweets, well, my first tweet to Alfie and my second tweet in response about the subject, I'm not proud of. I'm not happy that I posted them. I don't like the tone that I was using, and I'm just going to be upfront and say that. No matter what you're going through, always try and be kind, always try and be polite. Don't push your perspective or your current emotional situation onto other people. So I'm going to fully come out and say that. What I also wanted to address was the fact that when Alfie included me in his video, he included me in a segment that discusses don't let people tell you who you are. Now, I did not tell Alfie who he was. I did not tell Alfie he was a bad person, which he also referenced in the video. I did not tell Alfie he doesn't do anything. I did not tell Alfie he doesn't pay enough, because I think he referenced that in his video. I'll have to rewatch it. And I did not tell Alfie he does do nothing. What I did do was respond to a tweet that he made about a National Chocolate Spread Day in a way of heightened emotion. In my opinion, at that time, in that weird headspace that I was in, he posted about National Chocolate Spread Day, and in a lot of parts of the world it was still World Cancer Day. So in my eyes, and how I saw it at that time, I thought, why do you want to incite conversation about chocolate spread when you could also be inciting conversation about cancer? And that's honestly, that's where my headspace was at, and that's why I responded in the way I did. I understand Alfie has a job, and I understand social media is his job. I understand he made a collaboration with this chocolate spread day, and I understand it was the chocolate spread's national day. I do understand all of that, but you have to put yourself in someone else's shoes and just think, okay, I can see why she reacted like she did. I haven't had any hate, by the way. I haven't, you know, there's not been like backlash or anything. Everybody's been really kind, and yeah, I'm just making that clear. Alfie's segment of the video didn't include my third tweet where I apologised and I said, oh, I genuinely didn't know you did those things. It wasn't really about what you do and you don't do enough. It was just about posting on a National Chocolate Spread Day when I would love it of people of his influence to also post on a National Cancer Day, because I saw he didn't. I'm not sure why Alfie didn't include my third tweet. I'm not sure, I can't ask him that. I did leave a comment on his video which he has yet to approve. He's not approved it. I know he approves all of his comments now, so I suppose that's to like filter out any negative comments. My comment on his channel wasn't negative. I was just basically saying, look, Alfie, I wasn't telling you who you are. I'm not telling you you don't do enough, and I'm not telling you you don't do anything. I wasn't saying any of those things. I was literally saying, please incite conversation on National Cancer Awareness Day, as well as your ads. Like, do your job, that's fine, I respect that, I get that. I just found like the timing and how it all corresponded with each other really hard to deal with. I do regularly see trolls attacking Alfie and other creators online. These are actual trolls with actual really mean things said about him. They are telling him who he is, they are telling him he is nothing, and they're telling him really mean things. I think my point of view is I found it unfair that Alfie would use my quite brash conversation, to be fair, quite brash conversation as an example of what he did, in the example, in the way in which he did so, because of all the other creators and all the other people online who have said things about him. And in those circumstances, people were telling him who he was. People were telling him he's a bad person. People were bringing him down. People were making lies about him. And I did nothing of these. I did not incite he's a bad person. I didn't lie about him. I didn't tell him he's a bad person, and I didn't tell him he doesn't do anything. So I want to make that absolutely 100% clear, because a few bits were left out of his video that happened, and I hope you guys understand that. Another thing I do want to say is, no matter what you're going through, no matter how hard life can be and how good life can be, whatever it is, don't push your views on other people, because they will perceive it differently to how you're perceiving it. So I perceived that situation as, I really wanted him to talk about National Cancer Day on, you know, World Cancer Day. I really didn't want to see about National Chocolate Day. And that was my views, and I tried to push that on him. I get why he was probably like thrown off by that. I get why he was probably a bit like, whoa, like, what, you know, what's the big deal? But I definitely didn't tell Alfie who he is and what he is. I think it's great what he does for charity. Definitely think someone in that situation should do all the things that he's doing for charity, because at the end of the day, if you had, you know, all those opportunities, and if you were earning enough, you would help. I think anybody would. You would do what you could to help. You spread that assistance you can give in life to support anyone who kind of needs it. It's something I definitely do, and it's something I will always continue to do. I don't really talk about what I do for charities, because I think they're so personal to me that I don't like discussing it, but I always encourage people, if you've got the ability or if you've got the time, even just inciting conversations about important topics online is something, like, that is something. And I think that's all I was trying to get across to Alfie, was please incite a conversation about World Cancer Day on World Cancer Day. That's all I was trying to get across. I also just want to follow it on by saying, if you are passionate about something, no matter how passionate you are about that subject, not everyone will be as passionate. So don't get overly emotional like I did. I was in a bad way last week. I really was. I was in a bad way, and I got overly emotional and just was a bit brash and was a bit heightened, and I shouldn't have said it how I did. If I wanted to say something, I should have just said it calmly or neutrally or emotionless, but I reacted. But if you're ever in that situation where you feel like you're reacting to your emotions, just think, would I have said this when I'm not feeling as emotional? Make sure you wait until you are in a calm state of mind before saying anything. I did just want to make that clear. I did just want to let you guys know the full picture and where my viewpoints are with this. I will also say, before I end this video, is any money raised from the AdSense on this video, I will be donating half and half to my local Macmillan Centre, because they have been absolutely amazing to myself, my dad, and my family going through what we're going through at the moment. And I will also be donating the other half to Lisa's Army UK, who is an amazing woman. So yeah, any AdSense made from this video is going to those two charities. And yeah, there's no sides, there's no drama, there's no beef. I just wanted to get that out and make it really clear to you guys. That's how the situation actually was. And yeah, I hope some of this rambling has made sense to you, and my normal videos will resume later this week. I love you very much, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Mwah. Bye!